Hey, what is up everybody over on the Team Descend YouTube channel, and today guys what we've got in store for you is another game of the month, and this is my personal preference of game of the month. And to be honest with you, I think a lot of people may agree with me on this one because of how anticipated this game was. But some people may also disagree with me, and if you do disagree with me, make sure to leave your feedback in the comment section below where we can discuss this. And this is the whole point of this series, is so we can discuss and talk about games and just basically what is the best game around at the moment. But if you guys do agree with me, then make sure to hit that like button and also the subscribe button, because you guys can get more content just like this. But without further ado, let's get straight into this video. But if you guys haven't noticed already by the thumbnail and the title of this video, I'm not too sure how the manager of the Team Descend YouTube channel is going to lay this out, but I'm talking about Modern Warfare Remastered. Now, for me personally, this is my actual first experience playing Modern Warfare. I never played Modern Warfare. COD 4, the original, I never played it because I just wasn't into Call of Duty at that time, so I unfortunately missed out on all of the hype of that game. Which does suck because I heard a lot of great things about it and how good of a game it was, and a lot of people still to this day say it was the best Call of Duty ever made. And that is why a lot of people, including myself, was hyped to see it get remastered and come out alongside Call of Duty Infinite Warfare, which in itself is a good game and it's not as great as a game as most people would have liked it to be. That is why a lot of people do favour Modern Warfare Remastered over Infinite Warfare. And I do think I throw myself into that barrel of fish. I do think I prefer Modern Warfare Remastered over Infinite Warfare, and the reason for that is, and this is one of the key reasons that I do like this, and a lot of other people like this as well, it's a traditional Call of Duty game. If you don't know what I mean by that, it is basically everything Call of Duty should be. It's boots on the ground. It's like modern warfare basically in the title of the game. It's just traditional warfare, and it's what I like about Call of Duty. And all this jetpack and stuff, it's cool, don't get me wrong, I do enjoy it, but I do enjoy some good old boots on the ground, hiding in some grass in a ghillie suit and just sniping people from a distance. And with the game being remastered, what they also did, which obviously is one of the key reasons they remastered it, is the graphics. They were updated and the graphics look amazing in this game. I played a little bit of the campaign. The cinematics look amazing. The sound of the guns, the actual sound of anything in the game sounds so crisp and really smooth. The sound of the guns is one of the most important things for me. If you like the UMP in Infinite Warfare, I use that gun and I'm like, it's just not the same as Modern Warfare 2. It doesn't sound the same. It doesn't feel the same. It's because it's a different gun in this game. But because this is a remastered game, I really do think they've nailed it. They've knocked the ball out the ballpark. And like I mentioned before, I've never played Modern Warfare, so for me this is my first experience of Modern Warfare on Modern Warfare Remastered, and I really do enjoy it. I think it's amazing. From the UMG's competitive side of things to just playing pubs, it's an all-round great game. Now, part of me does like the fact that they have decided to throw the supply drop system in there. A part of me does like that, and a part of me doesn't like that because it's no longer a remastered game now, because the original never had this in, so it's no longer a remastered game. It's sort of like a reimagined game because they've added some like new weapons in there. Like, they're not like so much different weapons in the game, they're just like skins for the weapon. So the melee weapon in Black Ops 3, for example, it wasn't a knife, it was either a baseball bat or some medieval type looking knife. And don't get me wrong, a part of me really does like that. I really do like that side of it. It's adding fresh stuff into the game, keeping it alive a little bit longer. And as long as they don't add any weapons in there that is like a ranged weapon that is completely not in the game and wasn't in the game from Call of Duty 4, that is when it goes a little bit too far for me. So the next thing I want to talk about is sort of like bugs, jump spots, and like little glitches in the game that they kept in the game for the sole purpose of it was never fixed in the original, and it was just adopted by the fan base. It was just brought into like the community of COD 4, and just it was known in that game that you could go in this spot and see this position on the map, and everyone knew about it, and it was just a god spot that was never intended, but everyone knew about it. And I do see that quite a lot actually when I play UMGs with my friends on Modern Warfare Remastered. I see a lot of jump spots, I see a lot of lines of sight. It's a really good way to just add a bit of variety in the game and making sure that players are not always safe. When you think you're in a corner and you're safe, there's always a line of sight that can just see you from somewhere on the map. And to be honest, that makes me think, why have they not done this with other Call of Duties, like previous Call of Duties, like Black Ops 3 for example? I loved that game, I thought it was a great game, but I just didn't think there was enough like hidden spots for people to go to in order to see like the whole map. For example, like on Overgrown, you can get on top of the main roof on Overgrown and it's just a god spot, you know. It might be a bit overrated and a bit like constantly used, but it's one hell of a spot. And if they could do something like that in Black Ops 3 and Infinite Warfare and stuff like that, where you can get on top of buildings that are really high up, I think it might just add like a little bit of versatility into the game. But that is my opinion, and that is what I'm thinking. This game needs the Infinite Warfare series and probably Black Ops 3 as well, to be honest. I just think the jump spots in Modern Warfare Remastered is really good, and I quite like that. But yeah, I went on a bit of a tangent there. Basically, at the end of the day, I like the jump spots and I like the fact that they've carried them over into the maps because they just became a part of the map. And the final thing I want to talk to you guys about is like the gameplay of Modern Warfare Remastered. I think the gameplay is phenomenal. Like the movement system in the game, I think it's really good. I think it's really like exactly what a game like Call of Duty should be like. The movement system is amazing, and one thing I do actually quite like about the gameplay in the game is you're never, like I've mentioned about the jump spots and the line of sight, you're never really safe because someone can always see you from any sort of angle on the map. And especially if you're like next to a wall, like it's ridiculous how people, as long as they know you're in a certain position, they can shoot for the wall and get damage on you. And I know Call of Duty isn't a realistic game in that sense, but just being able to imagine yourself getting shot through a wall, it's not going to kill you, but you'll get a little bit of damage, is exactly what a realistic game brings. And obviously if I took a Barrett 50 cal and shot it at a wall, knowing someone was on the other side of that wall, I would expect them to at least get injured in some sort of way. And that is what makes me laugh about when people start to sort of moan about, oh my god, I was behind this wall or this, that and the other. It's like, yeah, but in real life that would probably happen to you. And I understand that Call of Duty Modern Warfare Remastered, as well as most of every Call of Duty ever made, it's a more arcade style of game in terms of like Battlefield, for example. Compare them two games together, like Battlefield and Call of Duty. Battlefield is amazingly more realistic than Call of Duty. So the fact that you can do these little things in Modern Warfare Remastered, it makes me feel really good about the game, and it makes it just that little bit more real and makes it a little bit more fun. So I'm going to talk now a little bit about the ratings before I sign off for you guys. And a lot of people hype this game up saying, I can't wait for this game to come back, and I was really looking forward to playing it. And now that I've played it for a solid amount of time that the game released to now, I probably played that game a lot more than Infinite Warfare, and I love it. I would probably rank this game higher than Infinite Warfare, meaning obviously COD 4 was probably a lot higher, and it probably is the best Call of Duty ever made. That is why, personally, I'd probably say that this game is like a 4.5 out of 5. It's not quite perfect because there are a few bugs in the game, such as the deagle animation, the Desert Eagle animation. It just doesn't keep up with its rate of fire, and it's just little things like that. It's nothing major, nothing like gameplay or anything, just little things that knock the game down a few notches, and it's just not quite perfect, but it is a solid game. I rate it highly. So now that I've talked about it for a little bit, I want you guys to give me your look at this game. What do you guys think of it? Do you think it was a really good game, Modern Warfare Remastered? Do you think it gave off the feel of Call of Duty 4 altogether? Do you think it did its job in showing people that never got to play that game or even played it and just brought it to the modern day gamer? Do you think it did its job? If you did, let me know in the comments, and even if you didn't, let me know in the comments. Let's have a little discussion about this. But if you guys did enjoy this video, I would appreciate a like on the video, and also if you guys should hit that subscribe button for me, I would appreciate that so much. But guys, that has been it from me. I hope you guys have yourselves a fantastic day as always, and I shall see you guys in my next video. No,